Veteran logistician Tej Contractor shares his perspective on the biggest hurdles facing digitalization today.
The custom broker has always been at the forefront and is typically the heart of every transaction. So collaboration physically has never been a challenge. Collaboration has been a challenge digitally. The biggest challenge is that you may have the best system, but if the systems don't talk to each other, there will always be a disconnect. So that's where the real issue is. We saw today a historic turnout of software companies, startups, people who are budding to enter the system, people who have created microprocesses and that can fit into your existing business processes like Lego blocks, and people who have created large systems. I think one mandate needs to change. Today everyone believes in, or I would say everyone wants data, but no one wants to share that data. I think it's very important, if collaboration has to happen digitally, we have to be responsible in giving public level data. Private data is something that certainly is confidential and should not be shared, but if public level data effectively is exchanged, then I think the world would better adapt digital processes and systems.
This award means a lot to us because it's actually that way helps us to collaborate with all the stakeholders for whom we are delivering another solution for the industry.
Satish Lakkaraju highlights 3 key elements businesses must focus on to navigate today's geopolitical crises.
When the geopolitical situation in the rest of the world has disrupted air cargo, and this is a moment where a government can look at 3 or 4 important aspects. One of them is the open sky policy, which should permit more carriers to actually be looking at India, which will result in larger capacity also coming in, especially to area 1, and which is the majority area for the exports to happen. The second important aspect would be is if anything that can be done in respect to aviation fuel, because the majority of the cost today is nothing but the fuel cost, which is not only impacting the airlines, but it's also impacting the customers because they are having to pay much more than what they were paying a few years back. And I think the third important reform is in terms of skilling and manpower. While we have made a lot of progress, but institutions and associations which are able to impart training, get recognitions faster, so that we are able to bridge the gap of the skill really that is there.